Now on 4 News Now, one of the largest homeless camps in Washington now closed. What's being done to prevent people from moving back in?
We have another round of thunderstorms moving through the inland northwest right now. I'll let you know where they're headed and if they're going to impact your weekend plans.
A battle for cameras in the courtroom. Why the legal team for the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students says they will lead to an unfair trial. You're watching a special edition of 4 News Now.
Well, you just saw Game 4 here on 4 News Now. The Denver Nuggets defeated the Miami Heat 108-95 in the NBA Finals. Denver has taken a 3-1 series lead.
Sports director Julian Minnesota is here in studio to tell us the importance of this victory for the Nuggets.
Well, Kirsten, Aaron, with the win, the Denver Nuggets are 1 win away from their first championship. Now, in the last game, it was the Nuggets star players who showed up. Tonight, it was about the unsung heroes. Nuggets forward Aaron Gordon, who is mostly known for his defense, scored 27 points. It was huge. Now, Denver could close out the series with the win and a title in front of their home crowd in Game 5. And that is set for 5:30 on Monday night, and you can watch it right here on 4 News Now. And the Washington State University Board of Regents approved to transfer $1.4 million to help cover the nearly $12 million athletic department budget deficit. This was caused in part by large Pac-12 mishaps and lower enrollment numbers. And so where the money is coming from and the university's plan to cover the deficit, we'll have all of that coming up later in sports. But for now, live in the studio, Julian Minnesota, 4 News Now Sports.
Julian, thank you. Another round of thunderstorms making their way through the inland northwest.
And those storms are triggering flash flood warnings in some areas, including Lewiston. Take a look at this video from the Wayback Cafe. You can see the massive pool of water that formed in their parking lot there. Not what you want to see. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker, who's been tracking these storms all week.
And it has been all week, and the calling card with these storms, torrential rain. Now, taking a look at our satellite and radar right now, the latest latest round of storms to move through the region just barely missed the Spokane area. We had some rumbles in Coeur d'Alene, and now these storms are moving to the north. We're drying out nicely on the Palouse and in the LC Valley for the time being. We still have a flood watch in effect until midnight for the Idaho Panhandle and the Palouse. Couple of flood advisories, but we're in the clear in eastern Washington in terms of advisories or watches. We'll zoom in and see that right now we're watching thunderstorms moving across Lake Pend Oreille, getting in the direction of the Sandpoint area, and they're moving almost directly to the north. Right now, some small hail, some gusty winds. Earlier in the day, we were talking about ping-pong size hail as well as 60-mile-per-hour gusts with some minor damage and flooding. So things have quieted down. Here's our forecast radar as we go through the evening. Most of the shower and thunderstorm activity will be in North Idaho or in the Northeast Mountains. We do have the possibility of a few showers developing overnight. Here's actually Saturday at 5 a.m. down on the Palouse and the LC Valley, and that may bring a sprinkle or two into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene by the time we're into mid-morning. Just a slight chance of sprinkles tomorrow. High temperature of 76 with partly cloudy skies by the afternoon. 72 is our average high. I will be back with the second half of your weekend forecast in just a few minutes, Aaron.
Chris, thank you. Camp Hope started as a protest in front of the Spokane City Hall, and that quickly grew to one of the largest homeless camps in the state. This is drone video we took back in March of 2022. At this point in time, the camp was still growing. At its peak, the camp had more people living in it than many small towns in our region. And here's what it looks like today. Pretty much an empty plot of land. The last person moved out this morning without fanfare.
It's been 18 months since that first tent went up in East Spokane just off of the freeway. And in that 18 months, it became a political issue with city and state officials arguing about who was responsible for clearing the camp. While all of that was playing out, the people impacted the most were those living at the camp and the families and businesses nearby. Our Bronte Saratsky spoke with one store owner who says he hopes the closure can bring back customers.
It's been a long 18 months for Camp Hope residents, local businesses, city and state officials. But on Friday, Camp Hope's last resident moved out, and the camp is now closed.
I mean, it was a long time coming, just with the initial problems we were seeing. I mean, it is a relief.
Tyler Cossey runs the store on Thor. It's one of many businesses nearby the camp. For over a year, he says crime from people living at Camp Hope drove his customers away.
Customers we frankly lost years ago that were avoiding the neighborhood because of that camp.
With the camp now closed, he's hoping to get them back.
Who wouldn't stop at my store to get gas because of the clientele that would be hanging out in front and asking for money. And
Julie Garcia, whose organization Jules Helping Hands ran the camp, says the way homelessness in Spokane was handled before didn't work.
We have not successfully moved the needle in homeless services in our community for a very long time. And in order to do that, it'll take a huge investment in mental health and sobering services, housing.
And Mayor Woodward, who chose not to speak with media at the camp, says she's glad the camp is now closed and earlier than the city's original June 30th closure date, but is still frustrated with how the last 18 months played out.
We believe that we could have closed it earlier if we had had the full cooperation from the state.
Now that this camp is officially closed, these fences will come down, and eventually this site that once housed hundreds will be part of the North Spokane corridor. Reporting in Spokane, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Bronte, thank you. And while the camp may be closed, we are still dealing with a housing crisis. Later this month, the regional authority will present their plan to address the growing homeless population in Spokane County. Be sure to download the 4 News Now app and turn on push notifications to get updates on the county's plan straight to your phone.
Spokane County Sheriff's Office released the names of the 2 deputies who shot and killed a man. Deputy Miller and Deputy Peterson were the ones involved in the Spokane Valley shooting. The shooting happened on June 4th. The shooting happened near East Broadway and North Easton Road. The Sheriff's Office says the 2 deputies were looking for a wanted suspect. Detectives say when the deputies tried to detain a man who was walking in the area, he pulled a gun and started shooting. The deputies returned fire as the man started running away and shooting his gun at them. The deputies were not hit, but the man was. He died at the scene. This is a developing story. We will update you as we learn more.
A judge now says a local youth alcohol and substance abuse facility must comply with Department of Health orders to shut down. Last month, the Washington Department of Health suspended Daybreak Youth Services licenses. And today, a Thurston County Superior Judge heard from both sides and ultimately decided to reinstate a temporary restraining order against Daybreak. Another court hearing is scheduled for next Thursday. We did reach out to Daybreak's attorney to ask if the facility will defy the order and continue operating. That lawyer says he is evaluating the court's rulings from today and, to quote, stay tuned.
Tragic update to a story we told you about earlier this week. We've learned that the famous Spokane mountaineer, Dawes Eddy, was found dead in a crevasse on Mount Rainier. Eddy was an expert climber, and at one point in time, he was the oldest man to ever climb Mount Everest. The Pierce County Medical Examiner has not released the cause of death. He was 80 years old.
In the University of Idaho murders case, the judge has not yet determined how much you get to see and know about the case against Bryan Kohberger. There were 2 pivotal hearings in the murders case today. 4 News Now is a part of the group of journalism organizations asking for cameras to be allowed in the courtroom and also for the gag order preventing people involved in the case to talk about it publicly, for that to be lifted. Our Jordan Smith was in the courtroom today. He has updates from Moscow.
Well, those 2 hearings totaled more than 6 hours. Bryan Kohberger was present for the duration of both of them, trading out that orange jumpsuit for a suit jacket and a tie. It was a busy day inside the Latah County Courthouse.
All rise.
The push for more information and more coverage of the murder investigation of 4 U of I students. At 1:30 p.m., the defense, prosecution, and media coalition filed into the room. The media coalition was fighting for the non-dissemination order to be altered in an effort to be able to report more of the facts of this case. Kohberger's defense team candid in their response.
Journalists do not have the credibility they once did.
They argued that the release of more information could be distorted and that interviews with attorneys or people involved in the investigation could be twisted and manipulated throwing out the possibility of a fair trial for Kohberger.
It's not even accuracy, it's just speed. It's just how quickly can they put something into the next news cycle.
The Media Coalition argued that misinformation would be eradicated if the facts were fully available. The prosecution, however, siding with the defense.
No one's saying that this case will be tried behind walls of silence, as has been said. We're simply saying that the case will be tried in this court.
Shortly after, the discussion of TV cameras. Judge John Judge says he's ordinarily lenient when allowing them in his courtroom, but acknowledged that these circumstances are not the same.
This is a different case.
Kohberger's team criticized the camera efforts so far, saying they've been largely focused on close-ups of their client.
It's what the media does with the videos, with the photographs, and how it's sort of manipulated in some way that is harmful.
Later arguing that a jury pool could be tainted by images from the courtroom, but the Media Coalition standing firm.
It is the obligation of members of the media to get the story right.
Now, both of these decisions lie in the hands of Judge John Judge, who made it clear he would not be making a decision today. Instead, he would be providing a written response or decision in the coming days. In the meantime, the gag order does remain in place. In Moscow tonight, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
Still ahead, former President Donald Trump now faces another 37 felony charges. The next steps in the investigation coming up.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
4 News Now is brought to you by Washington's Lottery and Hit 5.
Get $200 when you open a new checking account with Horizon Credit Union. When you bank with us, you'll get expert guides to help you on your financial journey. A pathfinder, an advisor, a teammate, a guardian, and peace of mind wherever you're headed next. So, if you're ready for a better banking experience, sign up in branch or online with the promo code GET200. Horizon Credit Union, your path, our purpose.
One of the best kept secrets in Spokane is the little granite and cabinet store that does most of the biggest remodels and new construction. Northwest Granite.
Northwest Granite is known for their incredible selection of unique granite, marble, and quartz countertop options that bring captivating, attractive looks to any room in your home.
From quality flooring to a variety of cabinets and exotic countertops, Northwest Granite is the one-stop shop that does it all.
Are you one of the millions of people living with bladder control problems and on Medicaid? Then stay tuned for a free offer from ActiveStyle.
Hello. At ActiveStyle, we understand your needs and offer convenient, discreet home delivery of a variety of incontinence products. And they may be available at no cost to you if you're Medicaid eligible. When you call us, a personal incontinence consultant, someone like me, will help you find the right product that is both comfortable and makes you feel secure. If the fit is not right, we'll send different products until you are completely satisfied. That's our Get It Right guarantee. Your privacy is assured. Our incontinence products arrive direct to your door in discreet boxes, so no more embarrassing trips to the store. If you or someone you know is incontinent, call us now. And if you're Medicaid eligible, we'll send you a free sample.
If you're on Medicaid, call for your free sample. ActiveStyle is the most convenient and discreet way to get your incontinence supplies.
Call 1-800-521-3875.
So we were walking to school. I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart.
want cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't have another bad day.
I really hope I don't have another bad day at school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
El Nino has arrived, and it's here to stay. Our meteorologists were tracking the possibility of El Nino all year.
Meteorologist Matt Gray is here to update us now that it is official.
Well, it came from NOAA earlier this week. The world officially in the grip of El Nino, and for the foreseeable future. Look at the huge difference between today and when we were still in La Nina back in January. You see, when the East Pacific Ocean warms, it creates a change in thunderstorm activity over those warmer waters, less storm activity over the West Pacific Islands and Southeast Asia. This change in where thunderstorms show up on the equator is how El Nino changes weather patterns around the world. Changes changes at the weather at the equator eventually ripple out to both ends of the globe. Now, for the next few months, it is pretty unlikely that we actually see much influence from El Nino, but when the calendar turns to fall, well, that's going to change. The growing difference in heat between the equator and the Arctic, it's going to get those big weather systems going in the fall season, exchanging heat, exchanging moisture, and when that happens during El Nino, the inland Northwest usually ends up with warmer and drier weather most of the time. Now, that could mean a few things: an extended fire season in the fall, a lack of snow in winter, and an even more important need for rain in spring of 2024. Much of this, however, depends on just how strong this El Nino becomes. The odds favor at least a moderate El Nino this winter, so a solid influence on our weather. But with record ocean heat across the globe right now, among other things, a supercharged El Nino like we saw in 1998 and 2015 still remains more than a good possibility. Expect us to keep you informed on El Nino and any impacts we see as the months go by and we get closer to those more impactful times of the year.
Thank you, Matt. High temperatures today, 70 in Spokane, 73 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. If you were out in the rain, probably felt a little cooler than that. 72 is our average high. Sunset is at 8:46. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast after the break.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
I was scared the night you overdosed, but I was prepared. I brought naloxone with me. I learned when to use it. I learned how to use it. And I know you trusted me to use it. I held your hand tight when you woke up because I wanted you to feel safe. Your life is worth saving, friend, and I would save it again if I had to.
Hi, I'm Gabby Lemieux, inviting you to join me for the Epson Tour, Road to the LPGA at the beautiful Circling Raven Golf Club. The tour's mission is to prepare the world's best female professional golfers for a successful career in the LPGA.
Circling Raven Golf Club has once again been chosen to host this women's professional golf tournament August 21st through the 27th. More than 150 pros from over 30 countries will compete for shares of the $200,000 purse.
The Epson Tour, Road to the LPGA, brought to you by Circling Raven Golf Club and 4 News Now. I'll see you right here.
Hello, I'm William Shatner, and you may not know this about me, but years ago, I was diagnosed with a sleep disorder. And like millions of others, I was prescribed sleep equipment. Did you know sleep equipment manufacturers recommend daily cleaning? That's why I use SoClean. It's the perfect complement to my daily routine, and it's hassle-free. SoClean is fast and easy. It keeps my sleep equipment fresh every day without the need for disassembly.
With SoClean, daily maintenance is a snap. All you do is place your equipment in, close the lid, and walk away. Order now and get our premium kit that includes a SoClean 2, a replacement filter, pre-wash solution, and cleaning wipes at no extra cost. Get all this, plus free shipping. Call 1-800-985-3207. Order now and get our premium kit at no extra cost. Call 1-800-985-3207 or go to SoClean.com now.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, Plumbing.
Heard of a lot of comments today about the humidity, mostly in regards to hair. And yes, it has been high for us. It's 67 right now in Spokane, dew point up at 58. Nothing compared to anything east of the Mississippi, but for us, that is fairly high. It's even higher in Coeur d'Alene, 62. with a temperature of 66 right now in Coeur d'Alene. Here's a look at the view from our station looking west over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. We've got some clearing there. Meanwhile, the roads are still wet in Coeur d'Alene presently. Isolated showers in Spokane, still a possibility. 57 degrees for an overnight low. A slight chance of showers tomorrow with a high of 76. In the morning, we'll have more clouds. Then in the afternoon, we should get some sunshine going. Here's our chance of precipitation on Saturday. It is low, but it is not zero. It's at 20% really all day, finally down to zero around 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Here's a look at our forecast radar starting off at 6 a.m. on Saturday, and wanting to bring another round of showers in the very early morning as we get into 6, 7, 9 o'clock. Here's 10 o'clock in the morning. We still have a slight chance of showers in Spokane, with more showers up in the Northeast Mountains and North Idaho. But then things dry out more significantly by noon. That is the start of the Pride Parade. And right now it looks like it is going to be dry and then stay dry throughout most of Saturday, with just a couple of exceptions. Overnight lows tonight in the 50s and 60s. Our high temperatures tomorrow will be in the 70s, mid-70s in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, close to 80 in Bonners Ferry, 84 in Lewiston. I'll be back in just a few minutes with a look at your 7-day forecast. Aaron?
Thank you, Chris. Hoop Fest is only a few weeks away, and organizers say they need more volunteers. What positions need to be filled to make sure this year's event goes off without a hitch?
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
When my kids were little, we spent hours reading the Harry Potter books together. They love that world of wizards and magic. That's why I am so glad 4 News Now is teaming up with First Book to deliver hundreds of books to local children. Each one will open up a world of imaginations, just like Harry Potter did for my kids. Go to KXLY.com to learn how you can support the magic of storytelling.
We'd like to thank the Coeur d'Alene Casino for sponsoring Progress, Bryan, Brentwood, Deer Park, and Riverside Elementary.
Are you on Medicaid and in need of bladder control and incontinence products? Then stay tuned for a free offer from Active Style.
I'm embarrassed to go out in public because sometimes I have accidents. Can Medicaid help me with bladder control products?
Can I get my bladder control products delivered at no cost to me? Is there a home delivery service for bladder control products?
How would you like to have all your incontinence supplies delivered discreetly right to your door at no cost to you? You can if you're Medicaid eligible, thanks to Active Style. At Active Style, we understand your needs and offer convenient home delivery of incontinence products for children and adults. When you call a personal consultant, someone like me will help you find the best bladder control supplies for you. Inside every product is a super absorbent core that turns liquid to gel and locks it away to help protect your skin and keep you dry. Your comfort and satisfaction are assured by our Get It Right guarantee. If the fit's not right, we'll send different products until you're completely satisfied. Plus, we'll handle all the details with your doctor and insurance. And your privacy is assured. Every order ships free right to your door in discreet boxes. Best of all, our caring and complete service costs you nothing if you're Medicaid eligible.
With Active Style, my bladder control worries are gone.
This is a special TV offer. If you're Medicaid eligible, you'll get our great caring service, our Get It Right guarantee, and a free sample. So please, call now.
If you're on Medicaid, call now for your free sample. Active Style is the easy, convenient way to get incontinence supplies shipped discreetly to your door at no cost to you.
Have your Medicaid card ready and call 1-800-579-5150. That's 1-800-579-5150. Call now.
4 News Now is brought to you by Kerner Furniture.
Around the nation, former President Donald Trump is facing a total of 37 criminal counts in a federal indictment.
Sources close to the former president say he's ready to fight back even before his court appearance on Tuesday. CNN's Emily Schmidt reports on what's next in the legal process and the political front.
The 49-page indictment unsealed Friday gives a look into former President Trump's alleged mishandling of classified documents. Next official move, a court appearance in Miami scheduled for Tuesday.
We very much look forward to presenting our case to a jury of citizens in the Southern District of Florida.
Yet little about this is traditional. Trump is shaking up his legal team so much his lawyer speaking for him Thursday stepped aside Friday.
It'll make some excitement to see who shows up at the table on Tuesday.
I mean, she should be going to jail. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Meanwhile, Trump, who vilified Hillary Clinton in 2016 for her handling of classified information, plans to campaign himself this weekend in Georgia and North Carolina.
Hello, Fort Liberty.
The same state where President Biden appeared Friday, making no mention of the indictment of his predecessor and potential 2024 rival. A Republican candidate says Trump should end his campaign.
That's a serious violation of the responsibility to keep classified material protected.
Other Republicans' reactions range from pragmatism to rallying the party.
It goes to the core of equal justice for all, which is not being seen today, and we are not going to stand for it.
The case and campaign season will coincide. One of Trump's former attorneys points out if he were to win the presidency,
If it's still pending, he dismisses the case.
Donald Trump could shake things up yet again. I'm Emily Schmidt reporting.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Entrepreneur, mom, and now model. Why a Spokane businesswoman is getting out of her comfort zone to redefine beauty for us all.
Whatever your ability is, you have a duty to go out there and make the most of it.
Watch Monday at 6 on Good Morning Northwest.
If you're looking for a great deal on a certified pre-owned vehicle, Finley Downtown Toyota has a whole city block full of great choices to choose from. Plus, every used vehicle sold comes with a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty, so you can buy with confidence.
Here's the latest expansion news from Spokane Tribe Casino. Check out the expanded Caesars Sportsbook, now the largest in the area. With even more room, more betting options than before, and a buddy bar with bar top games. Plus, be on the lookout for the all-new smoke-free gaming area, also coming soon.
Cool off with a win. You've got a chance to take home a cooler filled with up to $5,000 only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
There are a lot of ways to deal with a stubborn drain. Call us at Mainstream Plumbing. Our high-definition LED camera can go where no plumber's gone before, deep inside your sewer lines to find the root of the problem. Call 866-411-ZAP.
Whether it's readying your remodel, getting some getaway time, planning those perfect moments, turning your side hustle into a full-time gig, or consolidating your bills into one easy payment, you don't need to wait for someday to do the things you want to do. Achieve tomorrow's dreams today with a Momentum Home Equity Line of Credit. And when you get in motion now, you'll get a special introductory rate for the first 6 months. Get a jump on your dreams today. Horizon Credit. Your path, our purpose.
Imagine a knife taking this much abuse and didn't need sharpening. Introducing the incredible NutriBlade knives, coated with granite stone non-stick and made of stainless steel, one of the hardest substances on Earth. Now everyone can chop, slice, and dice just like a pro. Order right now to get this professional 6-piece set of NutriBlades for just $29.95. We'll even ship them to you free. Get your own NutriBlade knives, the last knives you'll ever buy.
Summer storms, sudden, intense, dangerous. 4 News Now First Alert Weather warns you in advance.
Up to quarter-size hail.
Keeping you informed until the threat is past and your family is safe. On the air, on the app, only on 4 News Now.
We're counting down the days until Hoop Fest returns to Spokane streets, welcoming thousands to the city.
The world's largest 3-on-3 tournament kicks off Saturday, June 24th. 4 News Now's Natalie Grant shares what still needs to be done before the big event.
This year's Hoop Fest is just a couple weeks away now, and organizers tell me they're putting all the finishing touches on everything they need for this year. But they still need your help to make sure this year is a slam dunk.
Steve Eglett has had a role in every single Hoop Fest.
I've been a Hooper junkie my whole life.
From playing to coaching teams, he's seen it all. But lately, he's been on the other side of the game.
I played forever. I coached my kids. But then I got into the monitoring aspect of it. and I just love it.
As we count down to this year's Hoop Fest, organizers say they need more people like Steve to help out. They're short more than 50 court monitors and are encouraging everyone to apply.
That court monitor is an essential position for us. Those are the people that are managing each of the courts. You don't need any basketball experience. We can put you on courts where you're not doing any reffing.
This year, Riley Stockton, executive director of Spokane Hoop Fest, said numbers are getting back to normal after the pandemic's toll. They have 800 more teams than last year and even expanded their age range to include first and second graders.
Those games are always super fun to watch. Maybe not the best basketball, but they'll always put a smile on your face. It's going to be kind of a slow process to get back to that 6,000 team mark where we were at pre-COVID, but when we're going up 20%, we're always going to be happy about that, and it's still going to feel like a huge tournament.
But no matter the size, people like Steve keep coming back.
But I just keep coming back because I love giving back to the community. I love basketball, and it's such a great event that I encourage anybody that has any interest at all to try and come out and give it a shot.
Reporting in Hooptown, USA, Natalie Grant. 4 News Now.
Well, coming up in sports, Washington State Athletics is facing a nearly $12 million budget deficit. We have the latest on the university's plan to cover the shortfall.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Toyota.
It's time to replace your old tub with a new shower. But you don't want the hassle or the worry of getting it finished. You just want to pick a style and relax, knowing that it'll be wonderful when it's done. Is that too much to ask? No, actually it's not. Rebath, from start to stunning. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your tub or shower replacement.
Elves, dwarves, dragons, and a very unlikely hero. These are what made The Hobbit my favorite book as a kid. And that's why I'm thrilled 4 News Now is teamed up with First Book to deliver hundreds of books to local children. Each one will open a world of imagination and a lifelong love of reading. Go to KXLY.com to learn how you can support the magic of storytelling.
We'd like to thank the Coeur d'Alene Casino for sponsoring McGee, Greens Ferry, Celtice, Jefferson, and Rosalia Elementary.
Are you on Medicaid and in need of bladder control and incontinence products? Then stay tuned for a free offer from Active Style.
Can Medicaid help me with bladder control products?
At Active Style, we understand your needs and offer convenient home delivery of incontinence products for children and adults. And they may be available at no cost to you if you're Medicaid eligible. When you call a personal consultant, someone like me will help you find the best bladder control supplies for you. Our products have a super absorbent core that locks away wetness to keep you dry. And if the fit's not right, we'll send different products until you're completely satisfied. Plus, every order ships free right to your door in discreet boxes.
Active Style is a lifesaver.
If you're on Medicaid, call now for your free sample. Active Style is the easy, convenient way to get incontinence supplies shipped discreetly to your door at no cost to you.
Call 1-800-918-4167.
You expect more from local news. 4 News Now delivers.
It's to get you the information you need to plan your day.
We begin with breaking news and the breaking news you need to keep your family safe.
That's what we mean when we say expect more.
Weeknights on MeTV. Watch Andy Griffith at 8, The Beverly Hillbillies at 9, and Green Acres at 9:30.
You can find MeTV over the air on MeTV 4.2.
4 News Now is brought to you by Circling Raven Golf Club.
Zoomed in on Doppler radar at the most active area of thunderstorm activity right now in the inland northwest. We're going up into the Sandpoint area, and our friends at Hope getting rocked a little bit. The storm moved through the Clark Fork area and is moving north, not weakening, but it is putting down some small hail, that very heavy rain. There aren't any watches or warnings in effect for this area as this moves to the north, but boy, flooding can be a problem with these storms, and it certainly has been already. We've been dry for several hours now down in Lewiston. Our Rania is down there, and we'll have a report at 11 o'clock tonight talking about the flooding that has gone on there with the heavy rains that moved through. We're seeing some additional thunderstorm development as we head into the Northeast mountains, so we'll be tracking that through the evening as well. Tomorrow, we are drying out a bit with just a slight chance of showers, 76 degrees for a high. This white line right here is our average high. We were just a couple of degrees below today. For the rest of the 7-day forecast, we are above average. Our warming trend peaking on Tuesday at 88 degrees. That is evidently not the trend. Now, I'm not putting a lot of stake in this from the Climate Prediction Center. We've had this very unusual weather pattern lately with a jet stream that doesn't seem to want to get organized, and it's just been kind of trophy over the western United States. And that is why I think we're trending toward below average temperatures, because we are right on the extreme northwestern edge of a much more organized area of low pressure to our south. And that's also why we are right in that area of above average precipitation. That has materialized in spots, but it is very spotty. But this is the latest from the Climate Prediction Center for below average temperatures, above average precipitation. I think our odds are better for this precipitation forecast than for the temperature outlook. We certainly have not had very many days of below average temperatures lately. Our lows tonight will be down in the 50s, a few 60s, Omak, Grand Coulee, 64 in Lewiston, with highs tomorrow in the mid 70s. Mostly dry conditions, just that slight chance of showers. In your planning forecast, dry on Sunday with a mix of sun and clouds and a high of 82, warming up to a high of 88 Tuesday. I have a 20% chance of showers because we do have a system coming in Tuesday night and into Wednesday. That's going to drop our temperatures back down into the 70s. Overnight lows in the 50s and 60s. We'll be right back.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. Gotta be protected, gotta be dry. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working. Weekend cabin, it's looking good.
Wherever you go, a Ford F-150 is the key to survival. Lease a well-equipped F-150 for just $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Your neighborhood Ace Hardware store and 4 News Now are teaming up for Father Mo's Best. Enter to win a Toro battery-powered lawnmower at your Ace Hardware store or at KXLY.com. 2 mowers will be given away June 12th and June 19th. Ace, the helpful place.
If you've been thinking about remodeling your kitchen or upgrading a bathroom with a fun new look, right now is the perfect time to call Northwest Granite and Cabinets.
Northwest Granite and Cabinets is the premier shop for the best selection of unique granite, marble, and quartz countertop options, and can customize any unique look you need with a variety of options for any room in your home.
So, if you're looking to give your home a fresh new look this year, call Northwest Granite, the one-stop shop that does it all.
Next, ET, only we're backstage at CMA Fest. Plus, the Brady Bunch house for sale, our exclusive look inside.
I want to buy this house.
Next, ET.
Tonight at a special time.
Hello, I'm William Shatner, and you may not know this about me, but years ago, I was diagnosed with a sleep disorder. And like millions of others, I was prescribed sleep equipment. Did you know sleep equipment manufacturers recommend daily cleaning? That's why I use SoClean 2. It's the perfect complement to my daily routine, and it's hassle-free. SoClean 2 is fast and easy. It keeps my sleep equipment fresh every day without the need for disassembly. To keep the immune system strong, we should do everything we can to ensure a good night's sleep, including using the SoClean 2 daily to keep sleep equipment fresh. Try SoClean 2 risk-free for 30 nights. Order now and get $70 off. SoClean 2 is so fast and gives you peace of mind that your sleep equipment is fresh each time you use it. Call the number on your screen or go to SoClean2.com to take advantage of this risk-free trial and get $70 off. Call now.
4 News Now is brought to you by Kerner Furniture.
Well, the Washington State Athletic Department is getting a little bit of relief. Welcome into sports. I'm Julian Minnesone. The Washington State University Board of Regents approved to transfer $1.4 million to help cover the nearly $12 million athletic department budget deficit. And the deficit was caused in part by the Pac-12 and lower enrollment numbers. The university said the money would not come from tuition or state funds, but from interest earned. The Regents also approved an $84 million athletics budget for 2024 and gave WSU President Kirk Schulz the green light to sign a new media rights deal with the Pac-12. And Alex Crescenti joins us in studio to give us more details on Washington State's plan to cover that deficit. Alex.
Yeah, Julian, we've known for a long time the Pac-12 media rights deal wasn't the best among the Power 5 conferences, and that's one of the big reasons Washington State finds themselves in this deficit, a classic case of overpromising and under-delivering. Another challenge facing the university is the rise of NIL. Athletic Director Pat Chun pointed out today many of their donors have the option to give to a collective that doesn't go to WSU, so that's made paying for scholarships and other expenses more difficult during the past few years. So what could be the solution here? Well, University President Kirk Schulz believes it could be a combination of the expanded college football playoff payouts and the upcoming Pac-12 media rights deal.
At least the projections that Pat and I and others have seen, I'm not sure if it'll be a lot larger than we saw in the past. It shouldn't be a lot smaller than the past. It may be fairly flat. But when we add the football playoff dollars onto that, we should see a nice bump in revenue. So if we can control expenses, then all of a sudden you go, okay, now we actually have additional dollars coming in that can be strategically allocated, including debt reduction, building up a reserve fund, and some of those kind of things.
Schulz did add he expects the media rights deal to be completed sometime this month, but then again, we've heard those kind of words for a while now. But this is also a bit of a gamble for Washington State. If more programs depart the Pac-12, the conference could cease to exist, and the Cougs may be on the outside looking in when it comes to major college football, which is not good for a revenue stream. Julian, send it back over to you.
All right, thank you, Alex. Now, Eastern Washington University has a new leader in their athletic department. Tim Collins has been hired as Eastern's new athletic director. Collins serves as a senior associate athletic director at Fresno State right now. He brings more than 18 years of experience in college sports. Collins will take over at Eastern Washington starting July 15th. And that'll wrap us up for sports. We'll be right back.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning is your family-owned and operated #1 HVAC contractor in the Northwest. Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning would like to introduce our own carbon reduction program. Buy a new energy-efficient furnace from Bill's Heating and receive a heat pump with installation absolutely free. No hidden fees, no conditions, no exceptions. Buy a furnace, get a free heat pump from Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning. Call today for estimates and repairs.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
When my kids were little, we spent hours reading the Harry Potter books together. They love that world of wizards and magic. That's why I am so glad 4 News Now is teaming up with First Book to deliver hundreds of books to local children. Each one will open up a world of imaginations, just like Harry Potter did for my kids. Go to KXLY.com to learn how you can support the magic of storytelling.
We'd like to thank the Coeur d'Alene Casino for sponsoring Progress, Bryan, Brentwood, Deer Park, and Riverside Elementary.
We all have causes near and dear to our hearts. That's why at Horizon Credit Union, we are dedicated to giving back, supporting local charities, expressing our not-for-profit values, investing in you and our community. Because your path is our purpose, and together we make a positive impact. Discover the difference. Horizon! Open your account today. Visit hzcu.org/discover.
Spokane businesswoman Lee Wick is used to attention, whether she wanted it or not.
They amputated my legs at 4 years old. It does get old having people question and stare at you. It is extremely exhausting.
So why is this entrepreneur mom adding model to her long list of accomplishments?
I realized that it was time for me to put my own money where my mouth was.
I'm Robin Nance from 4 News Now. Join me for Lee's amazing story, Monday at 6 a.m. only on Good Morning Northwest.
Noisy right now in Sandpoint with thunderstorms in progress. Also seeing a little bit of thunderstorm activity around Ford, heading east and toward the Tum Tum area, but that is all moving to the north.
A big weekend all over eastern Washington and North Idaho. Pride Fest in Spokane, the Renaissance Fair in Sandpoint.
Really?
Timberfest.